So there's no denying that Elon Musk has become very successful. He's a polarizing character, but we can't deny he's a very successful man. But what has made him so successful? And in this video, I'm going to answer that very question and highlight 6 reasons for his success. Hey guys, Andy here. Welcome to Inspiration. Our mission with this channel is to teach you the valuable life lessons that school never did by providing personal finance, business, and personal development information that will transform your life for the better. So in this video, we're going to look at the man himself, Mr. Elon Musk, who has become one of the most successful people and one of the richest people on the planet. Whether it's Tesla, SpaceX, PayPal, The Boring Company, or even SolarCity, we've been looking at and deep diving into his interviews and analyzing the history of his businesses and the decisions that he's made, and have found 6 main reasons why he has been so successful over the years. Anyway, let's get on with the video. So the first reason is he works really hard. In a commencement speech to Marshall Business School back in 2014, Musk talked about when he started his first company with his brother. And he said the website was up during the day and he was coding at night, and they were constantly working on it. And they were sleep in the office, and he had a girlfriend at the time that would have to sleep in the office with them while they were working. And he followed on to say that in order to be successful when you're starting out with a business, you have to work nearly every waking hour that you have. And to be honest, Elon hasn't really stopped. You know, when Tesla was on the brink of financial collapse, he would sleep on the factory floor to optimize working hours and to show his workers that he was committed. No one can deny that Elon Musk works really, really hard. So what keeps him going with this crazy work ethic? Well, the answer is in the next point. The next reason is he has a very strong vision. For each of his companies, Elon Musk has a strong vision and a defined set of goals within that. For Tesla, it was to make electric cars that were basically the opposite of golf buggies, which were electric essentially at the time. They were the opposite of golf buggies in that they were stylish, fast, and had a very long range. You know, golf buggies were the exact opposite of that. And once he'd achieved that, he then began to make them even more affordable and actually more practical, you know, with larger cars that people would actually want to buy and use on a day-to-day basis. For SpaceX, it was a little different. His mission is to get to have life on Mars, for humans to inhabit multiple planets, essentially. Musk's visions are very specific, which makes them stronger, more vivid, and more tangible as a result. This means that despite setbacks, Musk is not fazed by failure and can therefore continue until success has actually been achieved, which is one of the things that has caused him to be so successful as a result. But also, he's not doing any of this on his own, which brings us to the next point. The next point links with the last one, and it's he brings people on with him on this vision, on this journey. Elon Musk goes after big humanitarian problems, and therefore he knows he can't do it all by himself. Going after the bigger problems does mean that there is less competition in that field, but also means that there's greater reward and greater profit as a result. However, Elon Musk also knows that in order to achieve success in these areas, he cannot do it alone. That is why he has built companies and employed thousands of people to come along with him and to transform these visions that he has into reality. The next point is he focuses on solving problems, not making money. Musk refers to problems as taking feedback from your environment. If you ask people what is wrong, they will definitely tell you. Musk looks for these problems that we can all see and works to solve those problems. This is important because if you can find these issues with people, with a couple of people, then it is likely to be an issue for many more people as well. This creates a business principle called supply and demand. The idea being that there is a demand for a product that solves a problem, and the business provides that in exchange for money. The greater the demand, the more valuable the product is to people and society. Musk's vision is to make an impact, and he knows full well, because he studied it in business at school, that money gives him that influence. In the case of PayPal, the demand came from people wanting to be able to make monetary transactions via the internet, and previously to that via email. In the case of Tesla, due to global warming and reducing levels of fossil fuels, people have come to need an alternative fuel source to gasoline in cars, and in this case it has been electricity as the solution. When Musk solved these problems, he then supplied the demand, which has then brought him more success, more money, more influence, as we have seen over recent years. The next point is he strives for excellence. What do I mean by this? Well, in the case of Elon Musk, it means he is constantly optimizing. Particularly in the beginning, he speaks of not understanding necessarily what the demand was for many of his businesses, and therefore he changed his direction in order to solve the problems faced. Musk's ability to be able to stay humble and realize that he was wrong has allowed him to change the direction of his decisions, and therefore moved onto a path of greater success. Nowadays, optimization looks like automation for Musk. This has allowed him to be able to be more successful as a result by reducing his costs and speeding up the factory processes, particularly with Tesla and SpaceX. Constantly seeking improvement is imperative for success, and it has been for Musk in anything that we do as human beings. Some people see this as perfectionism, but that's not the point, because perfectionism leads to no action at all eventually, which leads me to my final point. The last point is he takes action. Musk is not afraid to take action and make mistakes. Although strategizing is great, we often learn far more by doing than we do from strategizing. In the case of SpaceX, Musk failed several times. I think it was 3 or 4 times to build a rocket. And some failures were notoriously explosive. But every time he learned from those failures, him and his team, and eventually persistence paid off. And this is true for any of us. Failure doesn't mean we've failed. It just means we've eliminated a way that doesn't work. Failure is like a road closure when you're trying to reach a destination. When you hit the road closure, you don't just turn around and go home. You find another way to get to your destination. Failure is exactly like that. Sometimes you encounter failures. All you've got to do is find another way rather than giving up and going home. So there you have it. Those are the 6 main reasons for Elon Musk's success. If you think there's any that I've missed, then please put them in the comments section below so we can all learn about those as well and delve deeper into why he has been so successful. If you enjoyed this video, then please consider giving it a like. And also, if you enjoy videos like this, then you might consider subscribing to the channel. It's free and no one gets hurt, so you might as well. Anyway, thanks for watching and see you in the next video.